So the Kansas City Chiefs are putting the NFL in a frenzy. I mean, you got people rooting against Mahomes so bad to the point where they're tweeting cringe comments such as "Lamar, save us, please save us from this BS" and things like that. But Mahomes and company, they've been through a lot, right? They've been through a lot. They've been through a lot of doubt and a lot of hate. So with this, what's going on right now with this is really nothing to the Kansas City Chiefs. But one thing about the Chiefs, man, when they're favored, we've lost, right? Not every time. I'm saying there's times where we was favored and we lost the game. But the times that we was, the underdogs and we was doubted by, if it's, betting apps, people in general, we've always found a way to win that game. Now, this is kind of reminding me of the Super Bowl last year against the Eagles, where they said the Eagles had the number one defense and Patrick Mahomes is going to be done. These wide receivers isn't good enough to play good against the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what we was hearing last year. And now it's similar to this year with the Baltimore Ravens and how we might not be good enough. We don't have the offense for the Ravens defense. And I really think they're overrating the Ravens defense. I mean, now look, I'm not saying the Ravens have a bad defense. They have a very talented defense with dudes like Roquan Smith. I think Patrick Queen's still there. You got the dudes like Kyle Hamilton in the secondary, who's a monster. Marcus Lattimore, I think his name is Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams. You got Marlon Humphrey. But I think the only scary dude in that secondary is Kyle Hamilton. D-line, you got that Justin kid. Other than that, I'm going to give you not too big on their D-line. Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, them dudes is cool. Not really too big on them really either, except for Roquan. So Roquan and Kyle is probably the only really good two defensive players. Oh, Geno Stone is solid too. But one weakness that the Baltimore Ravens defense have is that they can't defend catches out the backfield. They can't stop the run. And those things are going to come to bite them. It's going to come to bite them. Those are things that's going to harm them. Those are things that are going to stop them from being able to beat us. I mean, the Chiefs have a good run game. The Chiefs know how to get running backs open out the backfield. So it's going to be a very tough task for Baltimore to really beat us. So that saved Lamar and all that stuff. They're just doing nothing but putting pressure on Lamar and the Ravens while Mahomes is coming in there ready to fire. He's on fire, him and Kels. They're ready to do what they have to do. That's why I say we're breaking the NFL. And I think people are just mad because the Kansas City Chiefs keep getting to the AFC Championship. And that's honestly broken. I mean, look, 6 AFC Championships in 6 straight years. So always having a chance to go to the Super Bowl, it's honestly amazing to see as a fan. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he might get his 3rd ring this year. And a lot of people's not going to like that. Could be the first team to two-peat since, I don't know, I forgot, it was a very long time. And then we could be the first team in NFL history to three-peat. So that's what we're going for right now. Hopefully it happens. I mean, I feel like this team has the weapons. They have what it takes. They have a young running back in Isaiah Pacheco, a dual complement Isaiah Pacheco with CEH. They got Rashid Rice. They got MVS, who's been making big plays this playoffs. They got their gadget players like Tony and McCall. Then they got Patrick Mahomes, who's the best quarterback in the league, greatest quarterback of all time, talent-wise. They got Travis Kelce, who's the greatest tight end of all time. They got a top O-line. They got the best defense in the NFL, honestly. So it's going to be a tough task for Baltimore. It's not going to be easy. I mean, if Spags has a game plan on what to do against the run, they're pretty much done. They're toast. And that's what I expect to see Sunday, 3 p.m. It's going to be a very good game, very big game, very good game to watch. I just can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see what the Chiefs do. And I'm very, very excited for this one, man. I mean, like I said, we've been breaking the NFL. We've been making people mad. People don't like to see what the Chiefs are doing. It irks their nerves. It irks their soul that a team could be so good. But that's just how it is. I mean, the Chiefs, they're just a well-coached team. They have the greatest coach of all, one of the greatest coaches of all time. They got the greatest offensive mind of all time. And then they got one of the best defensive coordinators of all time in Steve Spags. So it's like, this Chiefs team is locked and loaded, and I think they're ready to make a Super Bowl run. I think they're ready to win that big game back in Allegiant Stadium. So I do trust Andy Reid and Mahomes not to, I do trust them to take advantage of this opportunity. I mean, you have an opportunity where the NFC is looking kind of weak, and usually he's got to get through his big game, and then you're right back in the Super Bowl. So I mean, Mahomes and Reed has played big games. They played #1 defenses. Pat is 6-0 versus #1 defenses, 6-1. One of those, I don't know. People keep mixing with the number, but he has 6 wins against #1 defenses, and he either has no losses or only one. So that's a very good ratio right there. And I just feel like, Andy Reid, he's gonna do his film. He's gonna find ways, find their weaknesses. This dude's an offensive mind. I just don't see us choking another AFC Championship away. I mean, we made our mistakes, like Patriots AFC Championship, Bengals AFC Championship. We made our mistakes, but I just don't see that happening no more. I feel like we're in the era where if we're close to the Super Bowl, we're going to go. And I do think Patrick Mahomes is going to shock the world. And people, they're not going to like that. They're not going to like to see Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. They're not going to like to see Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. I know she's not playing, but you know what I mean. They're not going to like to see her in the stands or the NFL even showing her. But to be honest, man, that's what they're going to have to deal with, because the Kansas City Chiefs are going to go to the Super Bowl. They are going to repeat as Super Bowl champions. And now it's going to be a lot of narratives that's going to get pushed. There could be some nasty narratives. There could be some good narratives. Like I said, the Kansas City Chiefs are breaking the NFL, meaning like everything is hate, 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 hate now. This is the NFL's full of hate, hate, hate. Hate the Chiefs, hate Taylor Swift. I mean, they even got 50 million on the Chiefs versus Bills game, so they're literally breaking views. So we're going to the Super Bowl. I could even keep it a stack, if we're going to be real. They might rig it for us, to be honest. I mean, we have Taylor Swift, 50 million views on the Chiefs versus Bills game. Shit, they want more money, so they'll definitely send us to the Super Bowl. If it is a money league, they'll definitely be on our favor. But I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be where Mahomes and Andy Reid just simply put up a masterclass, and dudes getting open all over the field. I want to see Pacheco have a huge game. I mean, I know y'all into the betting like me, so I think we should take the over on Isaiah Pacheco over 86.5 rush plus receiving yards. That should hit with no problem. That should be easy money right there. And it's gonna be fun, man. But the most importantly is seeing what this defense could do. Are they ready for that Ravens offense? I mean, are they ready to stop Lamar on the ground? Are they ready to stop their running backs out the backfield? Are they not going to play Lamar like how they did Josh Allen? That's all it comes down to, and it comes down if we're going to make Lamar pass the ball, and then what he does when he passes the ball, who gets open, if Snead and McDuffie are still Snead and McDuffie, Watson still Watson. It's going to come down to things like that, man. But for the most part, I think the Chiefs did good in that playoff game against the Buffalo Bills. And, the Ravens game is just getting closer and closer and closer and closer. So it's going to be here before we know it. But as of right now, we just keep, making these videos and just wait. And when it comes, we ready. Chiefs priority, and I'm out, man. Peace.